How do you use a credit card without incurring interest?
Don't carry a balance.
Okay.
Don't carry a balance.
How do you do that?
Don't carry a balance. You spend on your credit card. What do you do with your Amex?
I use it and I pay it weekly or so.
Sometimes what do? You spend the money, especially as a big purchase, right? And you immediately take your phone and you bloop,
Yeah, I pay it immediately.
right there. That's it. Don't carry a balance.
Because a lot of people, based off of our advice in our previous video, get into a lot of credit card debt.
I read about that. The problem with that, I don't mean to be brash, but that's a personal problem with people. You're trying to say that you use your debit card to control your spending, and if you use a credit card, you can't. So that means what? If your debit card doesn't have enough money, you don't spend. You need to have some discipline. First of all, let me take a step back. People need to understand how much money they have the ability to spend. Very simple. Doesn't matter if you spend on a credit card or debit card. How much can you afford to spend? What's your budget? So stay within your budget. The only proposal or the only thing I was encouraging is don't use the manner in which you spend, right? Because it's more dangerous to put your credit card your debit card out there, right? Especially if it's a pool payment with recurring stuff. Your information, you try and limit it out there. So if you want to use your debit card, whenever you use it, you want to be a push payment. You want to initiate the payment from your bank, not let someone come in and take the money out, right? So that being said, for people who say like you reading me some comments like, well, if I use a credit card, I'm going to get credit card debt. Hello, don't have a budget. You know, you can't manage your finances based upon a zero balance bank account. So just have a budget. So just saying that if you're going to use your debit card, rather than using your debit card for stuff you would use your debit card for, just use your credit card and pay it right off. You know, and you can set up in your online banking on your bank account, which is where your debit card's based out of, right? Your credit card payments. So for example, like if I go spend, you know, like some maintenance stuff for the airplane, I spend on the card. Why? Because I want the points, whether it be for the airline points or the Amex, you know, points, right? 'Cause, you know, points, you know, when we go on vacation, sometimes we have free flights and stuff from these points, right? So I would drop a big chunk of change. I would charge a big amount on the card to get the points. Literally, when I make the charge, I immediately go to my bank account and cut the check out and pay it off. That's all you gotta do.
Right. And no interest is paid.
No, if you don't carry a balance, there's no interest. You know? I mean, you gotta read the fine print in cards, but from what I understand is every statement cycle, they calculate the balance and they charge you interest. So to be safe, like you do, if you pay it off weekly or you pay it off the instant you spend it, you know, it's a hassle, but you know what? Hey, that's what you have to do to make sure you don't overspend. And that's the biggest problem out there. So you can't look at it as like, oh, if I use a credit card, I'm going to get credit card debt. No, the credit card is just a tool. If you get into credit card debt, that means you lack discipline to control your spending, period. You know,